इस हफ्ते हमने देखा क्यों नैट गैस को विडोज मेकर कहते हैं और इन द बैकग्राउंड silver and gold also did a large up move 16 and somewhere around 11% respectively. Namaste everyone. I am Nikhil and this is the third week review of what happened in commodities around Indian markets and the world. तो शुरू करते हैं सबसे पहले नैट गैस के साथ। जो नैट गैस ने इस हफ्ते किया वाज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट अनप्रेसिडेंटेड मूव जो हमने देखा है इन मेनी मेनी इयर्स। इवन दो नैट गैस इज वेरी वॉलेटाइल but this kind of volatility is really unseen for. This tells you that market was completely unprepared for it. So क्या हुआ कि there is a cold wave जो forecast किया जा रहा है US में for the coming weeks, which has increased the demand of natural gas for heating homes and all. Natural gas का काफ़ी usage home heatings में use होता है। तो उसके कारण बहुत सारा sudden demand rise हुआ, which is why you can see that the price of January futures only increased drastically. The corresponding futures also increased, but they were not as drastic as this one. जो 490 पे natural gas trade हो रहा है, this is for January month right now. When we move from January month to February month, the prices will fall. You will see a drop in the prices. It is currently trading at 330. Now you'll ask me, why is it the stark difference between January and February futures? Natural gas is a commodity, right? There is an immediate demand or supply of it. So जैसे ही immediate demand आती है और उतना supply नहीं है, तो उस current futures का expiry का बहुत drastically change हो जाता है price. February के लिए demand and supply is tightly noted, so there is no drastic move away. That is why the price is trading at 333 right now. So there would be slightly differences between the prices of different expiry as you move from natural gas. Don't be scared by it. Just look at what it is trading when you are trading it, and you'll be fine. So let's look at the IVs of natural gas now. ये जो एक्सपायरी आप देख रहे हो, ये फेब्रुअरी की एक्सपायरी का है, जनवरी की एक्सपायरी एक्सपायर होने वाली है। फेब्रुअरी इज ट्रेडिंग एट 331 एंड एन आईवी ऑफ 94। 94 का मतलब हुआ दैट इट्स गोना प्राइस समवेयर अराउंड 5 to 6% अ डे, 5 से 6% अ डे का मूव नैट गैस प्राइस कर रहा है for now, for the next few days. This at one point January का was trading at 350 IV. 350 IV का मतलब हो गया that the January contract was expecting a 20% move per day. जब जनवरी का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट 380 पे ट्रेड कर रहा था, बाजार वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग कि वो 20% अ डे मूव करेगा, एंड इट डिड टू 20% अ डे. इट वेंट फ्रॉम 380 to 500 at one point, moving 20 odd percents every other day. So we saw that the market actually moved how the price was expecting it to move. So currently we have to see what the next couple of weeks are gonna store. Currently it is trading at 94, expecting a 6% move every other day. So let's move to silver now. It was a very eventful week in silver. We saw silver ETFs fall on that slight bit of drop that we saw a couple of days back. We started this week on silver somewhere around 2,90,000. उसके बाद जो हमने अप रैली देखा है, we straight went 15% in a couple of days, and then some profit booking came, which also got highlighted into that. Those ETF drops. Currently, we are trading at the all-time high levels of 335. Overnight, रात को COMEX का exchange has crossed its $100 mark, so we expect the Monday to be opening higher over here. The local low being 305, but we will consider the last week ka close as a support here right now. So somewhere around 290 is what I consider as a swing low for a short term time frame. We can see the prices go even higher from here. There's no stopping it right now. There's large momentum on it. So expect not to try कि आप इसको टॉप करो, कि calling the top on the silver market. That can lead to very bad circumstances. If you are already in the trade, it is better to just be in the momentum and let it run. So let's move on looking at silver IV. Silver is currently trading at 60 ka IV. 60 IV means that it's pricing somewhere around 4.5-4% move every day. Last week when we talked about it, it was trading at 75 IVs. So there is slight bit of drop on the IVs from 75 to 16. So expecting slight lower volatility in the coming week than the week that we had earlier. But 60 IV is still pricing somewhere around 4.5 to 5% move every other day. So do not expect the volatility to drop drastically on silver as we already have crossed. If we go look at the realized volatility of silver, we have been seeing that it has constantly been going up, that the spot has been moving drastically and violently up. It has also gone up over the last week that we saw while the IV has forced down. So expecting somewhere the rally is gonna stall a bit here. uh, as per the move, the price of silver will also depend on how the geopoliticals play out right now. We are in uncharted waters around these precious metals right now. A lot of geopolitical events are actually pushing these prices way higher than what it should be. The price of actually extracting silver hasn't changed much, but the demand is so high that whatever supply is there, जो भी supply है market में, it gets instantly consumed. So the prices, where it will go, it's very hard to say, but expect a lot of volatility going forward. We also need to see how the margins around the exchanges in the world are increasing. If the margins increase more, like we discussed on the last video, we can see a lot of unwinding of the shorts and the prices going even higher. At one point, silver on MCX was trading a good premium of 9% to what silver is trading on COMEX. So MCX pay prices went really high compared to what it was on COMEX. It has caught up a bit and somewhere trading around 3 to 4% premium now compared to what 9% it was trading earlier. अब हम मूव करते हैं गोल्ड की तरफ. लास्ट वीक गोल्ड क्लोज एट 142,000. Currently it is trading at 156,000. That's somewhere around 10%, 11% का up move. We saw the high being made around 159. So let's look at the gold to silver का ratio. Gold to silver का ratio historically remains somewhere between 80 to 90. But last few weeks and few months of silver outperforming gold has moved it down to 50. It will be interesting to note at what price it starts reverting back and goes. Let's now look into the IVs of gold. Gold currently trading at 156,000 is trading at 29 ka IV compared to silver, which is trading at 60. So gold is pricing somewhere 2% of moves every other day, while silver is pricing somewhere 4.5-4% a move every day. This has converged over the last week. Silver has gone down and gold has come up on volatility. We will see if this convergence keep going up and silver drops to a lower level, let's say somewhere around 45 or 50, and then gold rises to 35, 30. It will be interesting. And at that point, I think actually gold will step up to the momentum that silver is having. So let's now talk about copper and crude quickly. कॉपर ने जो स्टार्टिंग में जैन के मंथ में जो रेंज बनाई थी ऑफ 1350 एज हाई एंड समवेयर अराउंड 1230 एज लो, इट्स स्टिल ट्रेडिंग विद इन दैट रेंज. सो अभी तक तो लेटली कोई एक्शन नहीं है कॉपर में, बट a break of this range could bring in some momentum from the traders. So these are the points that we are looking forward going into next week of copper. Let's also look at the IV of copper. Copper IV is currently trading at 33. It is still higher than gold, but it has dropped significantly over the past couple of weeks. Will be interesting to know if it keeps dropping and goes below silver. So let's talk about crude now. Crude हमने last week बात किया था कि is trading between the range of 5,600 and 5,030. It is still trading between that price, but testing जो हमारा ऊपर का resistance है इसको test कर रहा है 5,600 का. So what will be interesting is to note if it crosses this and have a momentum. So let's now look at the IVs of crude. Crude is currently trading at 44 ka IV. That is expecting somewhere around 3% ka daily move. So if we get a 3% candle above that 5600 ka range, expect the prices to snowball and a lot of shorts getting caught. So what we are looking forward to in crude is a 3% candle. Probably on the upside, that could give it some momentum for traders to come in and actually trade trend. So काफी eventful week रहा around commodities, especially nat gas और silver के around. Manage your risks well. I am Nikhil. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Please read the risk disclosure documents carefully before investing in equity shares, derivatives, mutual fund, and or other instruments traded on the stock exchanges.